Look at this. Her husband, working at a restaurant, took the phone number of one of the clients, but he didn't stop there. She saw other things, other reactions of the husband, and you, who had to deal with something similar, a bad behavior from your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, flirting with another person, perhaps on their social media, fake profiles, dating apps, just to feel as if they were still single. Let's try to help this student.
Você está ouvindo a Escola do Amor Responde, com Renato e Cristiane Cardoso.
I would like to remind you that this Thursday, especially, we will have a seminar with special guests, Edgar and Marilisa. They will speak about restarting. You who are trying to restart in a relationship after betrayal, breaking each other's trust, something that shook your relationship, and you're trying to restart. You will have a special seminar that will help you. You who ended this relationship and what is left, apart from wounds, but also fears of suffering again. Edgar went through it, and he will talk about it along with his wife Marilise this Thursday, 8 p.m. at the Temple of Solomon. Let's go to the question of this student from Bahia. Pay close attention to what happened to her.
Please clarify this doubt. My husband met a girl in an event that he was working as a waitress. He got her number, exchanged messages. Few days later, they met each other in a shopping mall. She took a friend. He told me that nothing happened, but recently I found out that when they saw each other in the shopping mall, they hugged each other and he sniffed her. And he didn't kiss her because she didn't allow, because he was going too fast. And I didn't know, at that point, I didn't know that something happened. At that time, I forgave, and then I found out that he was on a dating channel on Telegram. Recently, I found out that he was on a dating app. He was flirting with women. He showed me the app. And then one day later, I found out that he was on the app again, speaking to another woman. And then, Bishop, this gave me the right to ask for a divorce and in the future to get married again.
Well, question is valid, but let's understand this situation better. You, wife, you are married to a man that is not a real man. A real man would not do what he's doing. He's being a rascal with no character, and he's a liar, a big one. Unfortunately, this gimmick of a man first needs to recognize his low condition in regards to his character, and if he does, he needs to seek for help. It's not that there's no way out for him. There is, but he must recognize it. And so far, what I've seen, based on what you said, there's no recognition. What there is a cheap way to manipulate you. And you allowed that to happen, student. You are allowing him to do it. Since the first time that he sniffed the woman that he found on an event at a restaurant, there you should broke up with him. But you forgave him once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and you're still in doubt that you should break up with him? Certainly you should. Why? Because he was unfaithful to you. And God, who hates divorce, he does not force the betrayed spouse to remain in a relationship where there was betrayal. He does not force you to remain there. If you want to remain there, to fight for him until he converts, okay. He also gives you the right to do that. Some after a betrayal can reconquer their marriage, but the other must recognize their mistake, which is not the case, or it doesn't seem like it. And then you ask, should I get married again? Does this give me the right to divorce and marry again? I don't think you should think about getting married again. First, you should separate from him to end everything. God gives you the right to end this marriage, but you shouldn't immediately, just as a payback, because often many women do this. Soon they go to the arms of someone else to show to the other that they have value. In reality, it's the opposite. You lose even more your value when you join another relationship. You shouldn't be thinking about another relationship. First, you should focus on your divorce, filing the divorce, and treat your heart. The reasons why you got involved to a man like this, because I doubt that he became this man in the marriage. Most probably he was like this before. And you need to find out why you got married to him and why you haven't had strength to end it before. It's his mistake, but what he's doing so far speaks a lot about you, your standards emotionally, where you accept for your own life, which is a way for you to respect yourself, which you do very little. So you must analyze it, look within yourself, and treat your heart so that you may become strong and become a woman that is rebuilt, that you may have a different standard as a woman, that you may attract a different kind of man to you. Let me tell you something. A strong woman does not attract what you have attracted to yourself. A strong woman can perceive a kind of man like this from afar. Only needy and weak women who can attract men like the one you call your husband today. So you need to learn why you allowed this to happen and you didn't have strength to do something when the first bad behavior happened. Should you join a new relationship as soon as possible? No. First, treat yourself, learn who you are, take care of your heart, rebuild yourself to become a strong woman. Then, when you become this woman, then you will be able to find another love, okay? How to become this strong woman? Women are learning every Thursday how to become one at Love Therapy. There in Bahia, Feira de Santana, Vitória, wherever you are, there's Love Therapy close to you. You just need to start taking part from this Thursday. Many addresses throughout Brazil. Every Thursday on the website terapiadoamor.tv. Well, students, that's all. Tomorrow we'll come back at the same time, the same place with more Love School answers. Access our website, escoladoamor.com. If you want to send questions, it is there that you will find the contact to send your questions to the program. See you next time. Bye-bye. And then, here is this lesson, right? The most common thing for a student like this is for them to break up, to be angry at the person and say, life moves on. No, life is not moving on like this. You should make a balance of what happened. Make a balance. Otherwise, you waste an opportunity. Since this problem has happened, it shouldn't have happened, but as it had happened, so that you may learn something about you, so that next time you may not fall for a mistake like this, okay? Here's the tip. What about you? What do you have to say for your student? What is your advice to them? Have you been through something similar? Have you learned to be a strong woman through love therapy and you have something to tell her? Put on the comments below. See you next time. Bye bye.